video. All right, man, what's going on? Book a resale. Or anybody who randomly clicked on this video, if you're watching this video, just from what I've seen, I think this is actually the last day to do the ZKSYNC airdrop. To my knowledge, without reading this, just from what I've seen, I think the ZKSYNC alpha airdrop doesn't really cost any money to use, I don't think. But even if it does, this is definitely a hype airdrop. I've seen multiple people post it. I've actually seen this more than I've seen the Arbitrum airdrop, and this was something that people were farming months and months before. This ARB token was kind of like brought out of nowhere, and people weren't really given the requirements on how you do it. But in today's video, we're going to be reading what I've already posted, and we're going to be doing it for you guys who might get stuck. So I might get stuck. If I get stuck, we're getting stuck because we're doing this at the same time, so just bear with me. With that being said, make sure you guys are also looking for other airdrops. There's going to be 2 other airdrops. I'm probably not going to do a video on those. Why am I probably not going to do a video on those? Because I don't feel like doing a video on those. And those I haven't seen as much as the ZK airdrop. So we're going to go ahead and click on the first step that I posted. Was go to the testnet, the faucet feature, enter your Ethereum address or your ENS. Just a quick little tip: whenever they ask you to enter your Ethereum address or your ENS, just go ahead and just enter your Ethereum address. A lot of people don't accept ENS name, so you're just setting yourself up for failure when you send people your ENS name and not your actual address name, even though they are technically the same thing. So we're gonna go ahead and copy and paste it. I think you can also do this on multiple wallets. We'll confirm that at the end of the video. Usually these airdrops you can do on multiple wallets. This is another reason why I say you guys shouldn't fade airdrops. Like how we saw on Arbitrum. I had 2 wallets on Arbitrum. They both had a good size of coin. So it says this is a POW faucet, which just means proof of work. How does it work? You enter your Ethereum address and start mining. When you're collecting enough ETH, you stop mining to claim rewards. Okay, so this is a faucet. I'm not sure how this has to do with the airdrop. This website actually looks sketch. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This looks like a sketch website, but we're gonna hit start mining. Okay, and my computer fans just started spinning even harder. So now we're mining POW. Y'all can see the hash rate. The hash rate depends on your GPU. ZK.ETH, I guess, is the token. It says go on testnet switch.mute.io to swap for liquidity and add liquidity. Focus on $mute as it's the only token you can now use in the pool. And then it tells you to go to the swap thing and make sure you swap. You won't have access to ZK ETH after the swap because there's no real liquidity. ZK ETH is worth nothing, so don't hesitate to use it. Use the mainnet, bridge some real ETH to ZK mainnet. Okay, so use the testnet was the first one. Okay, so now this makes more sense. So usually when you do an airdrop, most people have the token set up already for you to use the tokens on the testnet. You just like go to a website, you sign in with their like network, and you click this button, and then you get their tokens for free. On this one, they're actually making you mine it. So this is a little ghetto. All right, but it is what it is. But this is one part of it, right? So the main headers is use the testnet, use the mainnet. That's the main 2 things I'm seeing right here. After we do this, we're actually going to go to Twitter and see if I can find, see how you see their testnet. This is their testnet right here, guys. And see if I can find something else about ZKNet as far as the requirements for the airdrop. Mint an NFT using blah blah blah, copy the CD transaction, then mint on blah blah blah. says now you're using real ETH. They're very low fees, so you shouldn't lose any money, but be careful. Going to be doing a live video on this. Thinking, blah, blah, that's okay. That's what I said already. All right. So it looks like it takes a while to mine ZK. Remaining session time, 4 hours. Wow. So you can plus or minus the amount of workers you have. I don't like how they force you guys to mine. I didn't know it was going to do that. So based on you guys' computers at home, everybody's going to be getting different hash rates. My estimated time, I think, for a session is 5 hours. I'm guessing after 5 hours, I'll get a certain amount of ZK ETH. And once I get that ZK ETH, I'm going to use that ZK ETH and swap it for something else, and that will be me using the testnet, right? Because I don't think you can use this testnet without a ZK token. So this is not going to be a short tutorial. This is actually kind of weird. Let's go ahead and switch over to bridge the second part, use the mainnet. So the first part to use the mainnet is to bridge some real ETH to ZKSYNC mainnet using a light sync. Once again, you guys, I am doing this with you, so y'all gotta bear with me. We know how to use stuff, but we can't do everything perfectly the first time. It says you were on the wrong network. Please switch your wallet and your mainnet to continue. So we were on that ZKSYNC testnet. We have to switch from that ZKSYNC testnet and go to Ethereum. I'm thinking, let's go ahead and see it. Try it again. Ignore the $40 in our account. We're brokies. Okay, boom. So when you go to Ethereum, you get to log in, and it wants us to bridge some real ETH. So we have this right here. Token price, available fees. Okay, so apparently sign account activation. Apparently it says I've used this sync already 2 years ago. Don't know why I've used this 2 years ago, but the main purpose of this, I know I keep going bouncing back and forth. When you're on number 2 to use the mainnet, you want to be on the Ethereum mainnet. You want to click this first link. Once you click this first link here, you'll click the button I clicked to get to this page. You'll copy and paste the address of the account that you're currently on that has regular ETH in it. Then you want to type in an amount. This amount should not be the full amount, right? Guys, do not put hundreds, $200s, $300 in this in these test nets for these airdrops. Majority of these airdrops don't go off the money, the base of money that you use. It goes off the amount of transactions that you've done and the amount of bridges that you have completed, and activity on the network, on their network. So I think we're just going to use about 0.05. Let's see. It says not enough ETH to send. 0.05. Oh, I don't have 0.05. I have 0.005. Oh no, I do have. Yeah, I don't have 0.05 at all. I don't know why I said that. I meant 0.005, guys. So that's $9. So we're gonna send $9 to ZKSYNC. So once again, to make this faster, you click on, you go to number 2, you click on bridge ETH from, you want to bridge real ETH to the ZK mainnet. So when you log in on your Ethereum account with already ETH already in that wallet. You click the link, you hit OK, you copy and paste your address, you type the amount of ETH you want to put in. we chose 0.005. It's going to charge you a fee, new count activation fee. So I guess I haven't used this before. And it says new send fee altogether. That's about $1.45 to send 0.05. Then it's going to ask you to sign again. This place asks you to sign a lot. So if you are not comfortable signing on to new websites and new chains and new mainnets, airdrops might not be for you, because they're definitely going to ask you guys to sign a lot. As long as you guys are using the links that I sent you, you guys should be okay. Obviously I'm doing this right here for you guys first, so that should be enough for you guys to see. But if you got anything that's of real value, it shouldn't be on these things that you're grinding, right, or minting from. You don't use those wallets to interact with airdrops and flip NFTs, right? Those wallets are kind of like their own cold storage. This transaction on ZKSYNC, our ZKSYNC, is taking forever. I mean, it is taking forever. We also are still mining. As you see, my minutes went down. So most likely, if today is the last day to do this airdrop, if you guys are waiting to the last minute to do stuff like always, you're probably not going to be able to mine one ZKSYNC, right? Unless you already have a mining rig, and maybe you can put your mining rig together and run this. But it's looking like it's going to take at least 5 hours. And it says average return per hour. It has an average return right here per hour. It says 0. I don't know why it says 0. But it shows the minimum claim reward as 0.005 and the max claim reward is 0.1. So we're going to get a number between that much in ZK ETH, and that is what we're going to actually use to complete part 1, to my knowledge, is what we're going to use over here at the swap. But like I said, the use mainnet part looks like it's going to go faster. So I'm bridging some real ETH, man. I mean, we're still waiting. This is crazy. But this is a test net, so I'm gonna just sit here and check some messages real quick while we waiting, y'all. Oh, then we also have another airdrop, potential airdrop popped up on my phone. Pulse Chain Testnet V3 is here. If you guys don't know what Pulse Chain is, you guys can just Google it. But yeah, this transaction is taking forever. I'm just showing you guys in real time. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I didn't think this video was going to be this long. But yeah, got El Burrito Man, Chef B in here. Shout out to Chef B and El Burrito Man. But when this get finished, we're gonna use these ETH that we put on the ZK. We're turning to ZKSYNC. We're gonna use it to try to mint an NFT. Not sure how much these NFTs cost on here. And after we do that, we're also gonna try to make some swaps. But I mean, hey, it's look like it's taking forever to do this. So I think I might actually just pause the video right here and come back and tell you guys exactly how long it's going to take. But before I cut off the video, you guys don't have to guess this remaining session time. Whatever this remaining session time is how long it's going to take you to actually mint your first ZKSYNC token. So, okay, wow, it just transferred literally as I was about to cut the video off. So I think that was like 5 or 10 minutes for one transaction, and I only did $10, not even barely $10 worth of ETH. And I think we paid it says the fee was only 5 cents. Could have swore the fee said like $4 or something before. Maybe that was on the first transaction on part 1, but this is part 2. So we're gonna get okay after it's transferred. We can click on NFTs. It says mint a NFT. We're gonna click mint a NFT. 0x hash RCID. Okay, so this is gonna be the part you guys probably have a problem with. But the part that we were at was home. When you click the link, you already have ETH on your account. You copy and paste your ETH address. Then you hit transfer. I mean, not transfer. Then you hit swap, or maybe it was transfer. Okay, it definitely wasn't swap. Yeah, so it was transfer that we did. So you click here, you hit transfer, you transfer the ETH you have into this ZKSYNC. Then you want to try to mint an NFT. And then you want to actually try to do a swap. So you can use that swap function too, but these are all here on the website. Just from the home and the NFTs tab, you should be able to do everything. So home, transfer, use the transfer button, use the swap button, hit NFTs, use the NFT button. That's the short, cut and dry version. But on here they had it set up differently on how you mint NFT. So now we're trying to figure out how we can get a content hash to actually mint an NFT. So you guys are gonna go to the second link that I had for mint tokens. I think that takes you back to the page I was already on. Okay, so this one says account. Authorized to mint NFT, mint NFT. Okay, so you have to go to this Pinata app. I think I've used this Pinata app before to make actual NFTs, but I never used my actual email. Let's say creator. We're gonna actually type in a name that is not ours. Okay. Send confirmation code. This account was given an email address already. Alright, so it does say I already have this account. So when you guys are doing this too, you might notice some of these things you already have just from either creating NFTs or actually doing the airdrop, because I said this airdrop was open for a while. I just don't know if I remember what my password was. Obviously I don't. Alright, so we're gonna reset our password right here. Password. And I do apologize, guys, because this tutorial is all over the place just because I didn't do this before. Okay, so we've signed into this. Signed into this. Minute NFT using blah blah. Copy the CID, transaction number, and then mint it. Copy the CID, transaction number. Okay, so we're just gonna upload, right? Because we're gonna act like you guys have not used this before. So I'm gonna save that example, hit upload. I just suggest you guys just copy any picture that you own or from your desktop, so you don't have a problem. Wow, I didn't save. I uploaded it, but it didn't do anything. Okay, example. So the CID. Okay, so you guys, when you get here, you log in. You do the same thing I just did. You hit add files. You click on add files. You drag and drop any image. Then you go to the middle where it says CID. You hit the copy button on CID. All right. Now this is where you come back, and there is 2 pages, right, for Mint NFT. One says authorize and one just says Mint. I'm just gonna go to the one that says Mint. I mean, that didn't have the authorize on it. I don't think it matters. Either way, you would just copy the CID here and Mint NFT. So now it's gonna ask you to sign because you're minting an NFT. I'm guessing ZKSYNC is gonna have NFTs tradable. So this could be alpha too if ZKSYNC does go live. Maybe they might have a you know, some collections you guys can trade. Maybe if you get in on the first collections, you might make more money than the average ZKSYNC collection. But let's see here. So we have to wait on a transaction again. As you guys can see, these new mainnets move pretty slow. This is one of the slowest ones I've seen though. Usually they're not this slow when you can actually use them. And our session time went down about 10 minutes. We still have 4 hours and 40 minutes left until we get a ZK token. But right here for the minting part of it, the minting part is pretty easy. You just bridge over, right? So you click on this link. When you click on this link, it takes you here. You want to just be signed into Ethereum mainnet. When you click on this, because you're on Ethereum, right, and you're connected, it asks you to sign. Once you sign, you copy and paste your wallet address. You hit transfer, right? Once you hit transfer, you're going to hit transfer to ZK, right, not to ETH because you're already on ETH. Copy and paste your address again. Type in the amount you want to transfer from your ETH into the ZKSYNC. You're going to hit authorize. It's going to start. It might take 10 to 15 minutes literally to go to ZKSYNC. Once it does that, you want to go ahead and click on the NFTs tab and open up that window, and then you want to click on this Pinata app. When you click on the Pinata app, you have to sign up, make an account. I think it's free. I don't remember. I know a lot of you guys have never made a collection before. My collections are on there. I don't really think that matters. That it's on there, but you guys can just copy and paste. I mean, make the account, drag and drop a picture in there, copy and paste the CID, come back to this mint screen, hit enter, and then when you mint, it's going to take 10 or 15 minutes. It's going to take you to this screen that lets you know you actually successfully minted the NFT. And the fee, you hit OK. You can see the picture of the NFT that you have, and then you want to swap, right? The last thing is you want to swap on part 2. So I've showed you guys everything on part 2 as far as using the mainnet except the swap, right? Once we get done with this, we're gonna cut this video off because as far as the test net, I'm not sure if you have to have the ZKSYNC token on the test net to count as like using the test net, right? Or if you can get it from somewhere else, but we're just gonna actually mine for it. And it's only gonna take 4 hours and 37 minutes. Yes, I might be burning electricity, X, Y, and Z, But until we get the token, I'm not sure how you would get the token as far as buying it. And we're going to try to keep it as cheap as possible. So this is the swap website. Obviously you have to connect your wallet again to this website. This website is called Trade Zigzag Exchange. Some shit I've never heard of. And if this wasn't for the airdrop, I would not advise you guys to go to this website, or I would never use this website because it looks like a scam. But we are on ZKSYNC Lite. As you can see, they also have Arbitrum on here. So basically what we want to do on this one is you want to make a swap. So a swap is just transferring one token to another. They have pairs on here, and they have trading. I don't think the trading is going to count towards your swapping at all. I think the bridge function is actually what they mean as far as a swap. As you can see, they have the L1, L2 button. We're just going to try to transfer. See if we had the ZKSYNC, right? This is why this is part 2. We can transfer a ZKSYNC. Okay, you can only transfer ZKSYNC into ZKSYNC. So we're just going to transfer ETH into ZKSYNC. So once again, you guys are using your real life ETH to qualify for these airdrops. And once again, I'm doing very small amounts. I'm going to do some more research on this to see if there's a required amount that you do. But usually when they tell you guys just to interact, it's just based off interaction. Using the mainnet and using the testnet, I think was the two biggest things. One thing I think you can skip out on, if you really want to skip out on something and you're watching this video all the way through, is you cannot try to mine the ZK faucet, right? So it's a faucet. So technically, if you're a faucet, that's not even a real faucet, first of all. Because if you have a real faucet, you're not supposed to be able to mine. It has the word faucet on it, but then when you start it, it says start mining, right? A faucet is supposed to be like a drip, literally like a faucet. You're supposed to just be getting drips of the coin from being on whatever application it is. Somebody else correct me if I'm wrong, but you are actually mining for that coin. So we're gonna go ahead and just transfer ETH to ZKSYNC. Estimated value like $1 or something. We don't want to go too crazy on here because I think it's just off of the transaction history. And as you can see, the gas was $3.12. It says bridge transaction pending. Please wait for your ETH available in your ZK account before trading. This may take a few minutes. So it looks like they already have a trading platform set up, which would make sense. This is kind of new, but as far as the people who are behind this, they're probably going to take fees off of you guys trading. So I can see why they rush to have a trading thing option so fast.
Hey, sorry,
I was gonna say the only other thing you could probably do is, I wouldn't even list a pair really. If you really wanted to do something extra, you could trade, but the main thing here is just the bridge. And then this is done with part 2. So part 2, you would click on the website, sign in on the ETH mainnet with your ETH in your account. Then you want to actually put the ETH, swap it into the ZKSYNC. Then you want to click on the Pinata website, sign up, make an account, copy and paste the image in there, then copy and paste the CID, which is basically just like you're just copying the image file. And then you go back to the site where you the ZKSYNC site, and you click the Mint tab after the place where you transferred your ETH to ZKSYNC, and you click Mint. You copy and paste the CID that you have that's unique to your image, and hit Mint. It's going to take like 15 minutes. All these transactions move slow. You mint the NFT. Then once you do that, you go to bridge. You go to the trade zigzag exchange, you go to bridge and you bridge ETH to ZKSYNC. And then that's pretty much it for part 2. We're going to end the video right here. But part 1, we're going to come back when this actually finishes. This tutorial took a long ass time, but I did it for the first time with you guys. So if you are watching this video, well, it's probably towards the end now, but if you did watch this video, you probably had to skip through it and watch it multiple times. But if this is not the last day, you guys should be able to sit on this video throughout the week and basically get these done one by one. Peace.